What is going on YouTube? Today in this video, I'm super excited because I will be talking to my beginners about investing. In this video, we're going to be going over what is investing and what are some of the type of investments. And this is going to be very bare bone and simple for you to understand so you're not confused. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Stay tuned with me and stay to the end so we can get right. So welcome back to my channel. If you are new and this is your first time visiting the channel, welcome. My name is James Huntley. All I go over on this channel is things such as financial literacy, mental growth, professional development, and things just to help you guys excel in life as a younger individual. Before I get started, let me start off by doing what I do on every single video, and that is to show love. So come here, give me a hug, give me a hug. Yeah, I gotta show y'all some love. Investing on the next news. Investing. So what is investing? Well, investing in the plainest terms ever. I kid you not, this is the simplest way I can put this. Investing is something that you do when you decide to set aside money to place it somewhere with the expectation to receive more money than what you put aside. For example, if I give you $1, right? If I give you $1 and I invest this $1, then I have the expectation that if I give you this dollar, I'm gonna receive at least $1 and 1 penny back. I'm gonna receive more than what I put in, and that the amount more is gonna be your profit, or what you make past the amount that you put in. It's very similar to some of the purchases that you may make when you go to a store. So if you buy Jordans for $150, let's say you decide to get the Jordan 11s per se. You go to the store, you get them at Foot Locker, you hand them $150 with tax, because you know they're gonna put some tax on it. But you hand them that $150 plus tax. You're expecting to receive the Jordans, the box, the little shoe, what are they called? The little things you place in the shoes so they won't get creased. You're expecting a nice bag, and you're expecting your receipt, right? That's all the things that you expect when you make that purchase. And so the same thing goes with investing. If you place $1 into something, into a company, into a stock, into a cryptocurrency, into a fund, or any type of investment, you are expecting to receive money back from that. So they may use the word investment, so to speak. It sounds a little bit complicated, but it's really not. It's just you put money in and you expect to receive more money back. More money back? Are you sure they're gonna give me more money back? Somebody better have my money. There are a ton of things that you can invest in. And so you may be wondering, well, what type of investments are there? And so I'm gonna be going over in simple terms, some of the different type of investments that you can get involved with. But before I get started, I do want to say that I am not a financial advisor, and that you must be 18 to begin getting involved with some of the investments that I go over today. Now, that does not mean you cannot invest in other things if you are younger than 18, but the things that I go over today, just want you to know that you are gonna need to be 18, because the brokerages and the people that you may have to sign up under will be wanting your legal information. And so you have to be 18 to meet those investment requirements. I have six different type of investments that you can get involved in, and I want to describe them very briefly so that you have an understanding of some of the different types. So number one is going to be stocks. Now, when you think of stocks, think of companies. So as you can see on my shirt, Chevrolet is a company that you can invest in. You can invest in Adidas. I don't know if you can see it, but these are all companies that you invest in. So when you think of investing in a stock, think of you're investing in a company. The way that this works is that the company does either good or bad, and so the amount of money that you invest either goes up in price or down in price based on how the company that you have invested in does over time. If you love McDonald's and you keep ordering their delicious fries or their McMuffins or whatever that you enjoy, their McGriddles, I know I love their McGriddle sandwiches, all of this money that you are placing to purchase these different things, if you continue to purchase them and the company continues to do good, the people that invested in the company is going to be the people who are profiting. So it's two sides of the spectrum. It's either you're on the consumer side, you're buying and eating those good, delicious fries, those great, delicious, salty, and just good. But yes, if you put your money into a stock, you are putting money into a specific company of your choice. Investment type number 2 is gonna be your bonds. When I think of a bond, I think of something tight-knit, something close, someone that I'm close with. Like when I have a bond with my friend, it's something that shouldn't be broken. Like I know I have his back, he has my back. And so with a bond, when you're investing, it is a mutual agreement between you and a company that allows them to borrow your money in return that you will receive interest on your money over time. That means you put some money in, let's give an example, you put some money in for a year, right? The bond between you and a company is for 1 year. They say after 1 year, we'll pay you $1 in profit. So over time, they make small little 10-cent payments or 8 or 9 cent payments every single month to you, ensuring that by the time that bond is over, you have made money and that the bond agreement was met for both sides. Now, if that bond is broken, there are things in that agreement that go either the right way for you or the right way for them. So you have to make sure, just like with a friendship, that you're doing things that will keep that bond tight and they're doing things that will keep that bond tight. Anything or any bonds that are broken, things go wrong. So you want to be aware of this. Well, I don't like the way that sounds. Bonds aren't really my thing. It's not my thing. And how should I know which stock to pick in order to make some money? Why can't I have it all done for me? Well, for some people, you may not like to select a specific bond or a specific type of stock in order to ensure that you're able to make some money. It may be too much work or too much figuring out. So they have something else that I'm about to talk about, which is my investment type number 3, which is going to be your mutual fund. Well, I don't know how many of my viewers go to church, but I remember when I was younger, every single week, what would they do? They would do this one single thing. They would take up offering, right? They come around with the little pan, right? They come around with the pan and you would put money in, right? And everyone in the church put money in. So it was a collective effort. And so this is the same thing that takes place with the mutual fund, right? Everybody's putting their money in the pot, so to speak. And basically what these professionals are doing is putting all this money into various different companies. And so over time, they're hopefully selecting good companies in order for you to make back some money that you put in, right? That's the ultimate goal. So that is what a mutual fund is. This brings me to my 4th investment type, which is going to be your index funds. Now with index funds, this is also a collective group of companies that specialize in a specific thing. So this may be a little bit confusing, but I don't want to confuse you at all. So I'm gonna go slow and keep it simple. So let me give you an example of an index fund. Say you want to place $1 into an index fund. Well, one specific index fund would be an S&P 500. That is where they take the top 500 companies and place them in an index fund. So when you put your dollar in, they are splitting that dollar into 500 different companies. And what they do is they measure how all of those 500 different companies are doing. And in regards to that, that is how you will either make a profit or see that those top 500 companies are declining in value, so your money is going to go down. It is very key to note that index funds are measured in the beginning of the day, This is the beginning of the trading day, which for the US is going to be 9:30 a.m. and it's going to be measured at the end of the trading day, which is going to be at 4 p.m. This is very crucial. Anything in between doesn't really matter. It's going to be at the beginning and at the end. So that specific type of index fund will not measure how those top 500 companies are doing until the beginning of the day, which is at that 9:30 a.m. or at the end of the day, which is going to be that 4 o'clock p.m. Now this is very important because it brings me to my number 5 investment type, which is exchange traded funds. Exchange traded funds, better known as ETFs. And these exchange traded funds are actually index funds that are traded throughout the day. So people will say, oh, I want to take my money out. Well, that ETF or exchange traded fund will go up and down in value during that day. So in between your 9:30 and your 4 p.m. So it's going up and down, up and down. People are saying, I want to put my money into these top 500 companies, or I want to get my money and receive all my profits out of these top 500 companies. And so if you have your money invested into those ETFs, then you're gonna see that price change, right? Gonna take a pause because I am giving out a ton of information. I hope that it's being helpful, but I won't know unless you guys tell me. So it's not about me, it's not about me barking at you, but it is about you actually learning and growing from this video. So down in the comment section down below, comment get right, or comment a question that you have about some of the information that I'm giving you guys. If you are confused about a specific investment type, if you want me to make more videos about a specific investment type, let me know that. If you want more investment videos in general, let me know that. Just comment down below so that I know that this information in this video is helping you guys out. And while I'm at it, you know that I post daily videos on financial literacy, professional development. So you want to make sure that you are in the loop and that you are not left behind. So make sure you hit that subscription button and turn on those notifications. Turn on those notifications so that you know when I post, so that you are still growing. Y'all feel that? It's tingling. I feel like I'm dropping gems. If you are interested in some of the apps that you can use to actually invest your money, or you want to know some of the pros and cons of investing, or you wanted to know, whether investing is going to be risky, how much money do I need to put in, how long do I need to be trading different stocks and all these things, make sure you actually check out some of the videos that I have made to answer these specific questions. So I'm gonna leave these in the card section above. The last investment type is going to be options. Now, with that, it sounds kind of weird, but all options is you are paying for a contract to be able to buy a certain stock for a certain price. For example, let's say you want to buy Apple, right? And Apple right now is worth $1. Now, you sign an options contract to be able to purchase Apple for 50 cents next week, right? This is where it gets a little bit tricky. So, either way, whether next week Apple is 50 cents, whether it's worth $2, $10, you're still going to have to pay for that contract. But you're also going to be able to purchase or have the option to purchase Apple for that 50 cents. So fast forward a week later, right? And Apple is worth $10 now. It was first worth $1. Now it's worth $10, and the contract that you signed allowed for you to buy Apple for only 50 cents. Now, guess what? This is where the option plays into your favor. So you are allowed to buy Apple for 50 cents and it is worth $10. So you jump in, you use your option, you pay for your option, which can cost how much ever, depending on who you choose and sign up with to be able to invest, but shouldn't be too much. But yeah, you get Apple for 50 cents and it's worth $10. So that means you can buy it at 50 cents and then sell it for $10 and make a crazy profit. What is 10 divided by 50 cents? I think it's 20 times, or yeah, it should be 20. You're gonna make 20 times the amount of money that you actually put in. So this is where things get tricky. You need to make sure that you understand the value of different stocks, that you understand basic trading skills. And there are plenty of YouTubers who will go over this information. I wanted to keep it very simple and straightforward. I hope that wasn't overwhelming or confusing. If it was, make sure you leave that down in the comment section. I know these different investment types can be a bit confusing, but I wanted to give you the gist of all 6 of them. I hope that by going over what investing is and some of the different type of investments that you can get involved with will actually get you way more excited about investing than you were before you watched this video. Now, I will be making more content on beginner-friendly videos involving investing, some of the apps that you can use, some of the ways that you can get involved with investing, some of the pros and cons when it comes to investing as a beginner. And so I hope that you'll check out those videos as well. Now, it is my goal to help you guys grow, and it's one of my personal goals to actually have 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2021. Now, hopefully you guys can help me out and simply click that button, turn those notifications on, and tune in and grow yourself as an individual each and every single day, where I am an engineer part-time and a full-time mentor. And make sure you hit me up on my social media platforms at j_getright, where I'm gonna be answering some of you guys' questions, making more content hopefully to help you guys out, and to make content that the school system isn't gonna teach you, college isn't gonna teach you, even after you graduate and go to work or work for yourself. You're not gonna be learning this information unless you're looking for it online. So I'm trying to push this information out. So yeah, make sure y'all hit me up. Hope this video was helpful for you guys, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Ask yourself, are you really where you wanna be?